The best stories in Ball State sports. This is SL Featured, presented by Victory Honda.
Welcome into Studio C in Muncie, Indiana for another episode of SL Featured. It's our last one of 2025, and the Storytellers of SportsLink have new pieces to end the year with a bang. My name is Dylan Budd. Our producers are Matthew Gillie and Sam Klug. From the campus of Ball State University, this is SL Featured, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. Victory Honda of Muncie supports the students of Ball State SportsLink. Behind-the-scenes access and off-the-field lives of student athletes, SL Featured is the home for the best stories in Ball State sports. This is the award-winning SL Featured presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. Some practices for diver Zach Shaddy have him jumping off fiberglass, other times landing onto a rubber mat. That sounds incorrect, but that's normal for him. He grew up moving between the diving board and the trampoline, building a style that draws from both. Now, that mix of experiences guides him on the Division I stage. Produced by Cam Pippin and Callie Tuma, here's the story of Zach Shaddy.
I was 12 years old when I started trampolining, and I was 14 when I started diving. My name is Zach Shaddy. I'm a diver here at Ball State. I saw a video on social media, thought it was very cool, wanted to learn a backflip, so I went to my mom, asked her to teach me because she used to be a gymnastics coach. It took about a couple weeks to learn. And then from there, got my own trampoline, got really into it. Some of the biggest accomplishments, I've been able to work up to 5 flips on a trampoline.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Yeah, that was a big deal for me, a very scary one. But so G-Tramp stands for garden trampolining. It's essentially trampoline flips, but in a more freestyle sense rather than traditional. There's no coaches, you kind of just do whatever you want to do. Another notable one is standing double backflip on ground. I was the 3rd person in the world to do that on grass. Yeah, the competition aspect of it is very fun. There's competitions all around the world. I've been to a few in America, and I've been to one in Europe this past summer. Going there and meeting all your friends from Instagram, like it's a very cool experience. There's a very big community on Instagram. I mean, many different people post their flips and their accomplishments in it, and we all support each other through it. Met a lot of people all around the world. Everywhere I go, I can find someone there that I could stay with. My friend's dad actually knew a dive coach in the area, my coach Peter Charles, and kind of put me on to him. Started working with him. There were also a lot of hardships though. I mean, just the bad habits, bad form, and also learning how to land on my head was a very tough process. Ball State, the culture here and the teammates here that I have, it's unlike any other program that I've seen. It's a very tight-knit, close community. Everyone's super supportive. Brendan was pretty much 100% why I came here initially.
My name's Brendan Stevens. I coach at Ball State.
Before meeting Brendan, I had never met a coach with that high of knowledge and wisdom within the sport and understanding. I mean, he just made it a very easy decision to come here.
Adding Zach to the team has been really beneficial. I think it's made everyone else work a little bit harder. Zach's very humble.
At Ball State, a conference title would be very nice.
I think Zach has a lot of potential that we haven't necessarily tapped into yet. I believe that he can be an NCAA All-American. Don't know where his ceiling is yet.
Next up is the freshman forward Aniss Tagayi, who comes from France with national team experience, and you can see it in how she commands the floor. She's constantly moving, always creating, and has become a reliable double-figure scorer in the lineup. Here's Aniss in her 13-13 pack.
My name is Aniss and I'm from France. I was in national team. We made the World Cup. It was an honor. I was very proud of it because you literally represent your whole country. So yeah, that was an experience, one of the best that I had in my career. And yeah, I would love to do it again. After this, I just have 10 days, staying with my family and with my friends just before to get here. I really like how it is here, and also the basketball because of Brady vision, for my project, my personal project, and also how we coach the teams. So I like it. I like him as a coach. He's simple. He yell, but I mean it's a part of it, so it's good.
Aniss, I think everybody would tell you she's by far our best athlete. I mean, it's amazing to see her in the full court get to the rim. She has got a chance to be our best rebounder because athletically she's different.
It's just see how we be as a team, how we're gonna look why we have half part of the team is foreigners, half part is American. Just see how we're going to build this team and just to see how we're gonna look like. Be ready to die for your your teammates. If we're a real block together, we can go everywhere we want.
Just like us, every athlete has their go-to comfort food. For me, it's cinnamon rolls, but for Jai Anthoni Bearden, it's pizza. Every single time, not even a question. In this next feature, we step off the court and into a simple piece that has shaped his identity. Produced by AJ Switek and Ryan Stojitz, this is Slice of a Game.
I'm AJ Switek here with Jai Anthoni Bearden from the Ball State men's basketball team. And if there's one thing we both love, it's pizza. So we're here at 1,000-degree wood-fired pizza. And I know I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry, man. Let's do it.
All right, let's head in and order some pizza.
Eri l'offio, sei crollato giù con soffio, disperato con quel graffio che t'ha fatto quella là. C'hai il cuore frantumato, pari in mezzo disgraziato, dormi in deno scantinato, non c'è più da lavorare. Siamo nati della strada, per le vie di sta borgata, camminiamo a testa alta, infatti stiamo ancora qua.
We both share a love for pizza, and I know you're from Phoenix, so what have you noticed is maybe a little different about pizza here than down west?
That's a little bit, I'll say there's more spots out here. Down out west, I'm more of a Papa John's or something. You gotta stick to the basics, but I'll say out here it's more different places I never heard of, so.
What brought you to Ball State?
I'll say coaching staff, it was the best fit for me. I'll say Michael Lewis brought me here, and it was just the best fit for me.
What do you look for in a good pizza?
Look for in a good pizza? I'll say good crust, It got to be cooked right. It can't be coming out cold or anything, But yeah, I'll say main 2 big points. You gotta have good crust and good tomato sauce. You gotta have some good sauce, but yeah, that's it. I'll say crust and sauce.
I know you're a pepperoni and sausage guy, so am I, but 5-meat pizza, what they're known for here. Have you ever had a pizza with 5 meats on it?
Nah, not yet, but I can't wait to try it. I mean, you see what it's talking about.
First bite of 1,000-degree pizza, let's give it a rip.
Breadsticks fire.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That was a good bite to it.
Crisp. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
All right. I think we got to give the pizza a try. So there's 5 meats on this pizza, smoked ham, maybe some sausage on there, pepperoni, bacon. I can't even count them all, but Let's get into this.
See what
Oh,
he's
man.
talking about.
A lot of meat on this pizza.
Oh,
So just to reiterate, in a good pizza, you're looking for good crust,
good crust.
good sauce,
Good sauce.
good temperature.
Yeah, it came out good already. Temperature already passed that.
All right, that's already a good start.
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
That's good. Some good stuff.
One of my favorite things about a good meal is, you know, you can share and
Mm-hmm.
have good conversation over good food. You played AAU with the Compton Magic.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That was the best 4 years of my life, I'll say. Met some good people. Yeah, it was good. It showed me like the more competitive side. I say when I got there, it was like kids, they're all Americans and stuff. So like, it got me ready for like, you know, it got me ready for stuff like this now, like the practices and stuff like that. So I say it prepped me for what I'm doing now.
Do you think you've eaten more pizzas or scored more points in your life?
I'll say I scored more points in my life.
That's probably a good thing. But
Yeah.
is this like a staple for you after a win, or what does that look like?
After a win, yeah, I'm most definitely celebrating my wins with a box of pizza somewhere. Just chilling in the room, relaxing.
So you said your mom would work late nights, come home with a box of pizza. What was that like for you as a kid? You know, find some comfort in the food?
Yeah, of course, you know, like we'd be waiting on my mom to come home, so like, you know, we're excited that she's coming home, but like the pizza just brings like the extra cherry on top. So like I said, it was like good family bonding time. So yeah, we always value like dinner time or whenever my mom came back with anything.
Absolutely. Well, this is one of the top pizzas in the area, 1,000 Degree Pizza. It definitely gets a Ball State
Yeah.
men's basketball stamp of approval.
Proof.
Malcolm Slater's Ball State journey started across the Pacific Ocean. He spent his early years in Japan, soaking up the rich culture of the nation before eventually moving to the States. This past summer, Slater went back home, not just to visit his family, but also to train in the place that shaped him. Produced by Will Chiratini and Keegan McClure, here's his story.
I gotta make sure to stay disciplined so that, you know, at the end of the day, that winning, you know, that hunger, it excels through, and then like I get to like power through that. I want to win at that highest level, you know what I mean?
I think Malcolm was maybe 10 years old. He was in an event, he swam against two older kids that were way bigger and way older. He came in last place, but I thought that he put forth a really good effort despite the fact that they were much bigger and much older. And then when he cried because he lost, I realized that he was really serious about it. So I felt like it all kind of came together there. So I like to try to give him a chance to find his own path, but Mom had already determined that she wanted him to be a swimmer, so he kind of took to that.
I've won before, but like you could win a meet, but there's always another meet where like there's more fast people that you gotta win. So there's always that next level. Yeah, welcome to Zionsville High School. Not gonna lie, this is a lot bigger than I remember. Definitely one of the bigger high schools in Indiana. Kind of weird being back, not gonna lie. Sectionals, we have my senior year sectionals here. Send the 500 and 100 fly here. I got the 5 sectional record. Hopefully no one gets it. I really hope nobody gets it, but.
We were living on Yokota Air Base in Fusa, Japan. I was retiring from the military at the time, and I was interested in possibly staying in Japan because I did appreciate the lifestyle. I was taking Aikido lessons. Aikido is a Japanese martial arts. And Yoko was one of the students, and we met during one of the classes.
Learning martial arts in Japan, and I met my husband.
And then after my tour was done, I was returned back to the United States. And then after I came back, Yoko and I got married, and then I went back to Japan. I just came home. I hadn't taken off my full uniform, and the house started shaking.
A major earthquake of magnitude 7.9 hitting Japan. The meteorological agency issued a tsunami warning.
And I told her to get Kyrie and run out of the house, because as I was standing there, I looked out the window and I saw my neighbor's car start to slide.
And it looks like several boats have plunged inside the water. It looks like there's several cars now. If you can take a look at this footage.
I was crying. I saw like the swings, like they were going crazy. And like I looked at my teacher, like bawling my eyes out. I think my little mind didn't comprehend like how serious it was.
The meteorological agency issued a tsunami warning that could be as high as 6 meters along Japan's Pacific coast.
4 million homes have lost power, and you can see the raw force of Mother Nature as a 13-foot tsunami washes away.
We didn't get your tsunami, but we're still concerned about the radiation.
Fire was also reported in the turbine building of a nuclear power plant near where the quake was centered.
32 people have been killed, many more.
The way that the military addressed the radiation for the non-active duty people made me concerned, because they took more effort at ensuring that the active duty people had medicine and precautions and things of that nature. Whereas if you were a civilian, you were pretty much on your own. I made the decision that it would be better to come back to the States.
This is Dinosaur here, you know. I love this little area. A lot of greenery around here, little small shops, you know. We got amazing food, amazing people. This is where I lived for the last like 5 years. It wasn't easy at all. I feel like I wasn't getting like the recognition that like I wanted. Jay reached out.
Malcolm was a guy that I was fortunate to be able to watch for a couple seasons. Being a Zionsville kid, not too far from here, I was just always impressed with how much water he held, how much he enjoyed racing. So
he always did well at swimming, so that became his path, and that's what led him to where he is today.
Decide join to a Japanese university, the Japanese swimming team with Malcolm this year, and he speaks Japanese very well, and he's swimming very well with Japanese college team.
こんにちは、私はマルコムです。ボール生徒大学で水泳しています。僕の水泳のイベントは1500、650と200と400メートルのクロールです。I went to Tenri, Japan, which is in Nara, and I stayed at this like religious lodging area. My mom went to the same area when she was my age. I worked at the lodging area. I helped them clean. I cleaned their bathhouses every day, and then I trained with them for that whole summer. Yeah, I had like morning and afternoon practices sometimes. After that, like I would go hang out with the team, and we'd go to like McDonald's. I would just go and like go explore like the town area.
Malcolm's cousin, they love Malcolm. Like their hero. Malcolm is their hero, so I'm so proud of Malcolm.
Going back to Japan, especially seeing my family that like I haven't seen in a minute, that was very special to me.
My dad is still in Japan, Malcolm's grandpa, and said that he's so proud of Malcolm.
Anytime you have an opportunity to go to Japan, I would encourage anyone to take it. And for him, it's like going home, you know, so That's where his family is from, so it's always a good experience. I'm sure he enjoyed it, and I encouraged him, and I'm glad he had a good time.
In Japan and swimming, they're a lot more like technical focus. We were doing like a 200 free set, and like they like pulled me out of the pool, and they were like, "Why don't you use your core?" And I was like, "I thought I was using my core," and they're like, "No, because you're over rotating." And I didn't even think about it. Like, yeah, maybe I am rotating a little bit. And then I came back to Ball State, and like we got a new assistant coach, and that's the exact same thing he told me too. He was like my core, I don't use my core enough.
And he just came back from that trip really inspired, really just excited about swimming again. What we do is really hard. It can be a grind. And to get an experience that's so different like that, I think really just sparks that creativity.
I'm really excited to see what I do. I've always just been I've been hungry, you know what I mean?
You know, Malcolm's a hard worker. He's not afraid to get after it.
If you're not hungry for your win, you low-key don't even deserve it. At the end of the day, it's just hungriness. I am very, very hungry to win.
Before Patrick Rogers could suit up in the Cardinal and white this year, he used his summer months in the same way most of us would. You know, winning a gold medal, playing with the U.S. national team, being Don tournament MVP, little things like that. His game went to another level on the international stage, and now he brings that firepower back to Muncie. Produced by Josh Coulon and Nathaniel Fryman, here's a look at how the outside hitter earned his hardware.
It's really an awesome opportunity, and you know, I was really grateful to get that call from Karch, and not many people get the opportunity that I have gotten with USA, and I'm really grateful and don't take any part of it for granted, for sure. I told my mom about it, and she kind of flipped out because, you know, it's Karch, but he's the GOAT of volleyball. It's like being coached by LeBron James for basketball and playing in front of him, and he was the best to ever do it in volleyball, and he kind of changed the trajectory of volleyball in the US and in the world. And you know, he's so respected everywhere. You know, he got a little frustrated at one of the plays and kind of got a little frustrated at one of the refs, and the whole gym went silent when he started to yell a little bit, because everybody respects him so much. And yeah, he's just the GOAT of volleyball. So yeah. The thing is, I see him as a coach. You know, I never saw him play. He was only coaching when I was alive, and I don't see him as this great player, great everything. I know I respect everything that he's done and everything, but I see him when I'm with him as my coach, and I try to learn as much as I can from him.
The main thing I told him was to win, to give it everything he had to win, and enjoy the experience, because a lot of guys don't get to go and play in a game with USA on their back. And it's a special experience, so the main part of it was just to enjoy, was to win, and then when he was there to be all USA, when he came back to be all Ball State.
Kind of proved to myself that I am good enough to do that stuff. You know, I have a lot of imposter syndrome. Don't think I should be where I am. Some of the things that I get, and for sure winning this kind of helped me believe that I can do it at Ball State and on the national team. So yeah, it's a big boost for me, for sure.
I could see a more mature level of player, a little more calm in the chaos, finding some solutions as an attacker that he hadn't shown previous years. And he's taken that into our gym, and some of our guys are now learning from some of that stuff and being able to imitate, which is nice.
It's cool, you know, it's not like, it doesn't have anything to do with, you know, your name on your back, as cliche as it sounds. It's the name on the front. You play for Team USA, and I was super excited. It's so much fun to, like I said, to play with people who are so good and have such good talent. It kind of raises your own level of play, because everyone is so such at a high level of volleyball. It's really, really fun, and like I said, it makes you better. Through each game, we kind of built it. There was no time beforehand to get to know each other and play as one. But you know, it was a little shaky at the beginning. But whether it was a win or a loss, we kind of got through it and figured out how to play together at the end for sure. We got to play 7 games in 7 days, so it was back to back to back to back. Coach said we're gonna try to split it up and you know, do different players for each game, but it turned out I played 6 of the 7, so I was definitely beat up after that tournament. But yeah, it really was so much fun, especially to play Puerto Rico twice in Puerto Rico. It's the best to play a team in their gym for sure. Once we accepted our award and they called out team like USA, nobody cheered in the gym. There was literally not one person that cheered. There was a couple boos, and it's really funny because that's what we want. You know, we don't want people to like us and to love us on the court. It's fun to play in the gym where you're playing against everybody else and gets to prove to everybody how good we are. And it's really fun almost to play with the crowd too, and when you're going against it, and they all have air horns when you're about to serve and trying to get in your head, but you can't let that affect you at all. And yeah, especially the championship game that we played, we beat them in 3, which was really fun because we almost embarrassed them in their gym, which is the best because the first game went to 5. Each point, you play each point how you play, and you don't really worry about the gold until that last point. And it was just fun that I got that last set and was able to put it away and cheer with the team, and everybody came together really well on that team, so it was a lot of fun again.
I was really, really excited for the final there. I got a little nervous at the end, but I could tell from watching the match the kind of mode that Pat was in. He was very locked in, very dialed in, was passing well, was serving well, and everyone was kind of feeding off of him, which is what he can bring to the court. He's super competitive. And to see him, I kind of chuckled to myself in the last couple of points. I was like, oh, they better set him the ball. They need to give him the ball here to finish this out, which they did, which was really nice to see. Even on that play was a big to win. And as that ball was happening, I think I even said out loud while I was sitting by myself watching, it's like, oh, they better set him this ball. And they did, and he was able to finish it off and win a gold medal with USA on your back is, again, it's something that not a lot of people get to do, so it's a pretty cool experience.
It's really not as deep as you think it is, and I would say take it more lightly than what's it like you expect. You know, I had a lot of, not worries, but I had a lot of, you know, anxiety going into this, and you know, it really, you go in and you just play yourself, you play how you can play, and you help out your teammates, and it really will work out well for you.
This will conclude the final episode of SL Featured for the calendar year. For more content and stories like this, be sure to follow our socials at BSU SportsLink. For Matthew Gillie, Sam Klug, and the rest of our crew at SportsLink, I'm Dylan Budd saying so long and happy holidays from Studio C in Muncie, Indiana. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the new year.